Y'all, I'm starting it. I'm fucking starting it. Ah, yay. Okay, so, let's see. Hello guys, my name is the motherfucking Jenny Cass, and this will be my first official video. Wait for it. I know, y'all saw my first one. Y'all saw the one that I have posted. But my first official video being committed to doing YouTube. So, I'm actually so excited to do this because, girl, when I tell you, I was looking at my first video and I was like, oh my God, my life has changed so much. Según yo que iba a hacer story times. But girl, I never did it. So now I'm here, I'm being committed. Now it's 3 years later from my first ever video. I was 17 in my first ever video and now I'm 20. Okay, she's grown. Also, this is my background, 777. Okay, I love angel numbers and I am a spiritual body. Fun fact. But also, to let y'all know, this will be a very juicy story time. But I also want to give out a trigger warning because I don't want for me to talk about my experience and for it to trigger one of you guys in case you have ever gone through a situation like this. And don't pity me. I'm good, girl. I'm good. Like, this is just lure to entertain y'all. Like, my life is a movie. This story has to do with el asqueroso de mi situación, what did I say like that? Situación sheep. Situación barco. No, I never really like to say like, oh, my ex, because like, you weren't really an ex. It was traumatic, but you were never really an ex. So why do I look, why do I look like this? If y'all know who's been going around, especially in the Latina community, of that one little girl that goes, right after she said something, that's what it was giving. I'm good. Let me backtrack. So, his nickname, you know how usually, I'm gonna be giving out nicknames. Usually for these story times, there's nicknames. But in general, if you're a girl, most girls, like, us, most baddies, we always are like, oh, I know the most well known is like pineapple and stuff, but mine are not that like, generic. They're more so like specific to like the person. So the nickname for this ugly ass, let me rephrase my words. So the nickname for this ugly piece of crap is the unknown, because his name shall not be spoken of. No ma'am, no ham, no jam. Like, it should not be spoken of. Okay, so we're gonna start off with like a background. We're gonna say how it was, a little bit of like we're gonna call it a relationship, because at the time I saw it as a relationship, but now, no, it wasn't. So then the aftermath of it, because it gets juicy. Everything is juicy, so buckle up. It's gonna be an hour long. We'll see. Girl, honestly, I'm fucking thirsty. Hold on, let me go get some water. There you go. So why does my hair look so, that's why I was like, why does it look so thin? But it's because I was missing a fucking piece. Okay, so let's get started officially now. Background, I used to work at this place. We're gonna call it, did y'all see that shit? I just spit like a sprinkler. I don't know what's up with me in spitting recently, but I've been spitting a lot. Okay, besides the point. I used to work at this place named Bogus, and I was a host. So at the time, I think they were hiring servers. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that the unknown he got hired. So the unknown literally comes in. I think it was his first day. I don't really fucking know. But he's just like walking in like, get your, like, at the time I was like, wow. But now I'm like, ugh. What in the fuck did I see in that man? But okay, anyways, let me actually get started because I haven't even said anything. I haven't said shit. Okay. So, I need to watch my mouth. Does YouTube restrict people who cuss? Because I can't be doing this YouTube stuff if I'm gonna be cussing every single minute. He had gotten hired, and as soon as I see this man, I'm like, he's going to be mine. Like, I don't care, he's going to be mine. Like, he's going to be mine. So I was like, I'm literally gonna like try, like, you know, flirting with him, see how it goes. So I start flirting with him, and at first he was kind of like like little shy boy, and he was like, oh my god. But like, you can tell, like, from my perspective, I'm gonna tell you this. From my perspective, if a guy, like, if you're flirting, okay, no, let me put it like this for you. If you're flirting with the guy and he laughs at, like, you flirting with him, and like he's like joking around with you too, he's like laughing at your jokes and stuff like that, don't you think that's flirting back? And even if it wasn't, wait for it. So for me, I'm like, okay, like, he's like someone that I have to like ease into, like, he's just a little shy boy right now, whatever. If finally the easing into, trust and believe, it fucking worked, because later on he ended up like being more flirty with me. And honestly, I don't know the sequence of events, but because honestly it was like a while ago, like 2 years ago, literally right after, like months after my first ever video, that's when this happened. So he started flirting with me back, making little moves. And I remember specifically one night, I don't know if this was before or after. Okay, I'm gonna say one thing first, and then I'm gonna say this after. So one day, I usually, at that time, I had my own car, but it didn't work as well, and I would use my mom's. But before I had even those two options, I would literally go to my job in my fucking bike. So, and that's a whole other story. Like, guys, trust, I have so many stories for y'all. But I knew how it was to struggle to not have a car. Like, I understood where people were coming from, you know, and like how it sucks kind of have to always ask for a car. Bitch, what? No, it sucks how to always ask for rides. So my number one rule, even till this day, if I see you don't have a ride, or you usually need rides, I will offer you a ride, because I know I've been there before, and I don't want you to feel embarrassed to ask me for a ride. So I'll give you that, you know? And then one day, whatever, like, we had done our fair share of flirting, and I had seen him there sitting down, and the bogus had already closed. So I'm like, you're done already working, why are you still there? So I questioned him, and I'm like, hey, what are you waiting on? He ends up being like, yeah, I'm waiting on my mom. It's because, like, she gives me rides, because yeah, no, he was one of these. He's like, yeah, it's because, like, my truck is in the shop. Nah, he did say that, but he did say, like, it doesn't work. So I was like, okay, I get you. You know, I'm in that same place. I get you. So, but I still have a car, a reliable source of transportation. So I was like, let me offer you a ride. And then he was like, really? Like, are you sure? Like, no, because he was like, I don't know, like, it's because, like, my mom's already on her way. And I was like, no, like, it's okay, I can take you, like, don't worry about it. And then he's like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, like, the fuck? Whatever. He ended up texting his mom that he doesn't need a ride and whatever. Like, even though his mom was already on the way. If my mom was, if I were him and my mom was already on the way, why would I cancel my mom? Unless I really wanted to go with this person. Anyway, so why does this hurt? Okay, not my body knowing that I'm fucking talking about him, because when I get to that part, y'all gonna be like, oh. So whatever, I end up getting him a ride. I drop him off home. We're talking. No. I drop him off home, and then he's like, okay, we're talking a little bit, and then he ends up like he like reaches them for a hug. He's like, but it was like no, it wasn't like this. It was more like because it was right next to each other. So, like, I'm driving, I'm here, and he's over here like, passenger princess. Of course. It was fucking broken. Oh, let me stop shitting on him and actually get to the fucking point. So he ends up like telling me like, oh, thank you. He hugs me. Oh, no, it wasn't like a this. It was like a like this, but it was awkward because of that middle console. And then I'm gonna end up being like, in my head, I was like, ooh, I have a good idea. Because mind you, I had the biggest crush on this man. Like, and like, he was the first guy I ever liked after like not liking someone for 2 years. So I was like, I want to take him seriously. And I had been celibate for those 2 years. So I was like, I want him to be my man. And I want to lose my celibacy to that man, you know? So whatever. And then I was like, hey, like, this is kind of awkward, but do you want to come around? Because, like, this is, like, an awkward hug because this thing's in the middle. In my head, I was like, okay, like, we'll give each other a good hug now, and it's going to be more intimate. So he goes around the car. He meets me in the driver's, like, by the driver's seat, outside the driver's seat is what I meant. And then he hugs me. But this hug, So there's no way, like, a man who has a girlfriend is doing all this stuff, right? Like, he's over here touching on me. Like, it was a hug where it was a hug. Like, it was like a, like, what kind of hug is this? Oh, hell no. Okay, so the hug, it was a hug, right? But no, for him, he was like he was on my lower back and shit. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I mean, if you want to, so whatever. Like, I look at him and he looks at me, and then that's when we kiss. And I was like, oh shit, like okay, that was a good kiss. So I was like, okay, whatever. He ends up getting my phone number that day. He texted me that night. He's like telling me, talking to me and stuff. Like, I still have these fucking messages. Like, I'm not, like, bitch, I have proof of all this other shit. After that, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know which happened first, but either before or after that, we had a night where we worked late and I had to go. And then he was still there cleaning. So I was like, okay, bye. And I'm pretty sure that's what I'm saying it was after, because there's no way he was this comfortable giving me a hug like that. But he ended up giving me a hug like that again, of like touching my lower back. Like, it was a good, like, intimate hug. And I was like, oh my God, like, me over here crushing like real bad. I was like, stop, like, my man. Even though, like, I hadn't been official with him yet, I was just like, you know, I really like this guy. And then, whatever, comes a shift of where this guy, who was a salad guy, he ended up canceling. Like, he ended up calling in and being like, hey, I can't make it to work because of so-and-so. And so Bogus, the restaurant Bogus, the manager Bogus, had told my best friend, like, hey, can you be salad girl? And my girlfriend, what the fuck? My best friend did not like that position, especially because they didn't train you in there. Like, they just shoved you in there. They didn't have anyone there. So that's what they did with me, because my best friend was like, hey, Janie, like, is there any way, like, you can, like, cover for me today for the salad, and I'll do the host, because, like, I don't want to do this, and, like, so-and-so canceled, and, like, they're making me do it, and I don't know what, like, and I don't have, like, basically, and, like, I was already getting coffee for me and my girl at Starbucks, but we don't support Starbucks no more. So I was getting whatever Starbucks for me and my girl, and then I was like, you know what, like, I love this girl, I'll do anything for her. So yes, I will take that salad shift. Like, I got you. I've never been trained in salad, but I will do it. I will do it. So I decided to be salad girl that day. And how it works at Bogus, or at that Bogus at that time, I don't know if it's still like that. So the kitchen would send the food to the salad person, and the salad person will give the food to the to-go person, and the to-go person will check it, wrap it up, you know, their job. They will do their job, right? So whatever. The person that day, okay, so let me say this real quick so y'all can get excited for the other story times. So the person who I canceled, the guy who I canceled, the salad guy, he's gonna come up later on as one of my people from the past, like some interests, and it's gonna connect to the story. So that's one of my plans for these story times, is for them to connect to each other, because it's like, you know, it's good, it's juicy, just wait for it. So that's one of the people I'm gonna talk about in one story time. Now here comes another person that I'm gonna talk about in another story time, and I might even ask her if she wants to do the video with me. But basically, the to-go person that day was a girl that I fought freshman year. If y'all know me from high school, y'all know this story, and y'all will know more later on. Are both sides of me and that girl's story, like both sides of the story, because I know some of y'all know the other person's side, but that's not the truth. But let me say this. So yes, we ended up being friends. It's a whole story. And that I will get into later. So she was that girl, which is, like, funny enough, she was the one that told me this. So whatever, we're there talking, and then she's like, oh yeah, I went to the gym and I saw, we're gonna call him Kevin. And I saw Kevin there at the gym with his girlfriend. Mind you, Kevin is a whole other server. Not in, like, any body shaming way, just more so, like, he doesn't seem like the type to be like a gym bro. Like, you can be every type of body shape, but just how he was, I was like, I don't think he's like a gym bro. He doesn't give off the vibe of a gym bro, you know? Currently editing this, and what I meant by this is like, Kevin doesn't seem the type to like have a huge ego, and like, when I tell you, I know people who go to the gym, I know people who go to the gym, because I've worked at 2 different gyms before, and they're all fucking assholes, and they all have a huge ego, and they all think they're all this and all that. Kevin didn't give off that vibe. That's what I meant. And I would never body shame. Like, no. That is not me. I would never do that. I was like, I don't think that's him. And Kevin, like, I was just like, Kevin? And she was like, yeah, Kevin, the one with the little... Huh? What do you mean? That was literally me. I was like, you mean the unknown? And she's like, maybe, but I know he has like a little thing. And then I was like, okay. I'm gonna call her Mary. So Mary, I'm like, okay. Unknown, come over here. He was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, Mary, is this him? And then she's like, yeah, that one. And I was like, that's all I need to know. Unknown, you're dismissed. I didn't say that, but I was just like, okay. And then he was like, what? And he just walks away, because I'm like, yeah, walk the fuck away. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that either, but I was just like, he walks away. Then that's when I start fucking panicking, because I was like, there's no fucking way that this man he never fucking told me he had a girl. So we're gonna call him Trash. So Trash was like, so my friend was like, oh, that's probably why Trash, because I had seen Trash which is another one of our coworkers. He's like, because I had seen Trash at the gym as well, and Trash told me not to tell you. And I was like, so he was in it too, this little fucking shit. And I already didn't like Trash, so I was like, I'm already like, I hate you even more, because it's like, you're weird. Why would you want to keep that away from me, knowing that me and like the unknown like had been having a thing? Like, that's just weird. So whatever. That's when I get really pissed off, and I needed fucking moral support from my girls. So I call over my girls, and I'm like, hey, like, this is what's happening. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm like my heart fucking job, and I can't believe it. Like, I really like this man after everything. Like, not after everything, just like after everything. What I mean by everything is just like, after me literally being single for 2 years and fucking healing and knowing, like, literally being like, no, I want to not like be with anyone for a while. Like, I want to like meet a good guy that I want to be with, and like, you know, that I really like later on. And I literally wasted my time on this guy for that reason, because I really liked him. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. So my friends were like, oh my God. Like, they were just like being there for me. They were like caring for me and stuff. So I was like, no, this is not where it's gonna end. Now it's time to confront this little shit. So whatever. That day, did not talk to him for the rest of the day. I left without saying bye. That was that. Go home. And I literally go home and I get a text from him saying like, damn, you don't even know how to say bye no more. Get your ass out of here, boy. What do you mean? Like, can't you read fucking social cues? Hello? And he also knew damn well that I was upset at him. And you'll know why, and you'll know why I know this later on when I bring up the rest of the story. So I was already planning on confronting him the next day or 2 days later. And then I walk in work, and I see his bitch ass, and I was like, ooh, get ready, because I have a fucking problem with you. Like, I have a problem with you. So I didn't answer him when he sent me that text. So yeah, I hadn't answered him. So I was like waiting. I was waiting, because I was like, I could have easily sent him a text like, fuck you, stupid bitch. Like, I don't know what. Like, but I didn't, because I was like, no, I'm gonna confront him in person and make it known that I don't like this shit. Like, you're weird. I was so hyped up that day, because I was like, ooh, I can't wait to fucking tell him some shit. So whatever. Comes the end of the day, the full shift, don't talk to him all day. And I finally come up to him, and after, like, he was cleaning up, he was doing his closing stuff, and I was like, can I talk to you? Ooh, and I forgot to mention this. I recorded this whole thing, and he knows I recorded that shit, and I made it known. I have a whole recording of this shit, and I'm gonna put some fucking, once I start talking about it, I'm gonna put some clips in there, because y'all deserve to hear this shit. And this is why I've been setting up those receipts, because and this is another reason why I'm doing this video, because he loves to say all these things about me, But it's like, oh, wait till y'all hear my side of the story, because you think I'm a bad person? Wait till you hear what he fucking did to me. Because I haven't talked about this situation to anyone but my friends, because my friends, they know what I've been through with this man, this little ass boy. They know what I've been through, so they're the only ones that know. Oh, but wait for y'all to hear what the fuck he did. Y'all think like, that's why I have, okay, so I have a lot of things to say about him. So whatever. I was like, hey, can I talk to you in the back? And then I put my phone in the back of my butt, like in my back pocket. And you can literally see him in the fucking video smirking. You could see him in the video smirking because he knew what was coming up. And then that's what pissed me off more. Later on watching the video, I was like, ooh, the audacity of this man. Like, I was like, ooh, like, and I wish I should have done that. Ooh. Anyways, okay. Let me stop being loud because it's like 11 p.m. Whatever, I go to the back and I'm ready. So I start off with, do you know what I'm gonna talk about? And then he's like, I mean, kinda, like I kinda know. And I was like, okay, I got straight to the fucking point. I don't give a fuck. I was like, is it true you have a girlfriend? He's like, ooh! And to this day, me and my fucking girls from Bogus, like my Bogus girls that I met there that I love to death, we had made that our inside joke, and till this day we always make fun of that. But he was like, to be honest with you, yeah. How the fuck, like, how the fuck can you say that chill? He's just a chill dude. Let me actually back off. He's just a chill dude. No, actually, no. How can you be so calm about that shit and be so upfront about it? Like, yeah, I know you're caught, but it's like, to be honest with you, yeah. No, it was to be straight up with you. To be straight, yes, it was to be straight up with you, yeah. Wipe that fucking ugly ass smirk off your face, because this is not something to be laughing about. What is wrong with you? Like, I was literally like, what the fuck is wrong with you to be doing all that stuff with me when you have a whole ass girl? He's like, well, look. Well, I mean, you're the one that was flirting with me.
First of all, you never asked. Well, wait, yeah. I know. First of all, you never asked, right? Second of all, I feel like I never gave you that, like, I never said anything to you like that, but like, I was never like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And when he said this, I was like, there's no fucking way. I was like, there's no way you're putting it on me, because it's, okay, yeah, I started it, but you fucking continued it. You're the one that kept flirting with me too, so don't just put this on me. He was like, yeah.
I wasn't thinking like, oh God, like, I'm gonna do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. I mean, I did, and that's why I felt good.
What's so funny? Like, literally, what's so funny? This is not funny. You're playing with both of our feelings. You're playing with both of us, especially with someone that you've been committed to. Like, what? Like, what I said, I was like, what? Literally, I literally did say, well, I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck? And then he was like, look. Like, this is, like, there's basically the short story. Like, this is just me explaining to you, like, the shorter version. But if, like, you really want to know the longer version, just let me know. Because, like, there's, like, a way longer version than this from what you've been seeing. And I'm like, from what you've been hearing too. And I was like, what? Okay. And I was like, and I already know this man was gonna fucking lie to my face, but I was like, ooh, let me just, okay, you know what? Let me hear your side of the story. Tell me your side of the story. Like, let me hear the longer version. A ver, ¿qué es esto de the longer version? Like, what is that? What do you mean by that? Because I knew he was lying to my face. I was gonna make fun of him for that shit. Until I'm making fun of him. Like, I don't care. I'm making fun of him. Cause he was like, it's because, like, me and my girl have been with each other for, like, 2 years. And, like, honestly, like, it's because, like, she doesn't do shit. Like, she's super fucking lazy. She went to cosmetology school and she's, like, failing it right now. She doesn't even want to do her homework. She doesn't even want to work out. She doesn't motivate me. And then she makes me feel, like, more shitty. And then I saw you and I met you and you started talking to me. And I saw everything that you have going on for yourself. And, like, that's really what I see myself with, like, a girl like that. And, like, that just, like, I already have been wanting to break up with her anyways. Every time that I try, she just ends up crying. And it's, like, it makes me feel bad. But I saw you kind of, like, of an escape. Like, because, like, like, you know, like I really liked you, and like I saw you as an escape to get out of my relationship. Like I have been wanting to for a while, but just with you, just like it was different. Like,
I'm good. Honestly, the thing is, look, I'm chilling, like, I'm not doing shit, where, like, I just get maybe, if I had gone anywhere else but this, maybe it would have fucked me good. Like, I feel like I need that push for that. I'm not saying you're not good, because I feel like that's one thing, right? But I'm saying that, like, I never know, bro, honestly, like, I'm open to new shit, like, actually, I'm open to that. I don't know, but the thing is, like, not choosing the girl, but I feel like, it was pushing to go, like, I feel like I said, I can really give into it. If you really give a fuck, I can tell you my problems with my relationship. It wouldn't just sound like, oh, yeah, I'm not cheating on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, like, it goes deeper. Like, I can really sit here and fucking talk my heart out. Like I said, I don't got things that I don't talk to people about. I don't tell people my problems. I don't tell people. So I don't get opinions from a lot of people. I don't like that. They don't friends and shit. Saying like, oh yeah, what should I do about my mom? I was like, fuck. Like, literally, bro, like, what? The other side of me was like, you know what, fuck it, like, you need to, like, get out of that shit. Really, like, I feel like this girl holding me down so much. Not only, like, she's just so, she's not going to me. Especially because I want to do so much. Like, she's holding me down, she's lazy, she doesn't like to do shit. You know what I'm saying? She's really bad qualities that don't motivate me to do something. Like, I feel like I don't need that. I either don't need it or I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get rid of it. Not I know, but that's how you do the same thing. You know, we didn't do the company. Like, I wouldn't want that company around me. I like the company and if I enjoy it, then I'm gonna keep it around. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's the only company I have. You know?
so the video of me confronting ends unfortunately when I have moved because someone passed by us, and because I moved, my phone stopped recording. So I didn't get the following clips of what I'm about to say, but I did say, guys, I promise I did say it. I remember it to this day. I literally remember saying that, like, putting him in his place. Like, why do you, you know, what I'm about to say, basically. I was like, well, put yourself in your shoes. Why are you talking bad about someone that you're currently with? That is fucked up. Like, seriously. I was defending her because I was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you talking shit about her? And you're saying you're only staying with her because you feel bad? Really? That's crazy. Like, And me and you, we're nothing. We're nothing. After we're coworkers. I'll talk to you when I need to talk to you. But other than that, fuck no. I don't want anything to do with you. You're fucking disgusting. Goodbye. Walked away. I was like, I'm good, you know? And also, mind you, between this whole fucking time, my girls from Bogus, they kept passing by being fucking metiches, wanted to hear and stuff. And I'm like, girl, I don't know if this was before or after I confronted him, but I know at a certain point he texted me like, hey, I'm so sorry, like, hopefully your bank goes good, and I don't know what. And I honestly, I was just like, what? Like, I was hurt. Like, I was really hurt. And I was questioning whether I should text him back or not. But I also knew that he's like a fucking bitch ass liar, and I had told my friend about how I felt, and she was like, girl, don't text him back. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, yeah, I know I shouldn't text him back. It was just like, my feelings were gonna take the best of me if I did, so I'm glad she told me. I'm glad I had her right there to tell me, bitch, don't text his ugly ass back. So I didn't, obviously. And then, yeah, again, going back, we didn't talk for like a full month or so. And mind you, the reason why I was so head over heels over this man was because also, like, he was like making like false promises and stuff. Like, I would make jokes about like taking him to my prom, because at the time I had prom, and he was like, oh my god, I would love to, but I can't. Clearly I know why now. You fucking can, with your fucking I can't. Okay, so then I hear from one of my coworkers like, hey, I heard that the unknown is breaking up with his girlfriend today, like that he's doing it today. And I was like, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care to give a fuck. Like, I'm good. Then that's when my friend was like, dude, today, like, he did break up with him. He did break up with her. Like, and like, he's over there, like, telling all the boys how happy he is and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, it's not my issue. But then I let my feelings get the best of me. And this is where I go wrong. I ended up texting him and I was like, hey, I hope you're doing okay. And I say that with such like sadness because I would have never done that in a million years. I don't know what happened with him that I did it in particular because I knew what he had done. I knew what type of person he was. So why would I go back to him knowing that he cheated on his girl with me? Like, yes, I didn't know he had a girl when I, like, why did my mouth just make a fart noise? I didn't know he had a girl when he, when all that stuff happened with us, but I knew after the fact they broke up, and I still decided to text him, which is completely wrong for me. I will always take accountability over that because that is completely fucked up. And I also knew that while we were together, yes, we ended up being together, unfortunately. I also knew that I felt so guilty about it, but yet I still stayed. It was this whole thing. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck because I got my karma. My karma was him. My karma was giving him another chance. That was my karma. So guys, I have a tendency of recording videos with photo mode. Like, you just click on the photo and just slide it, and then that's how you record a video. And tell me why I fucking just noticed that I did that instead of actually recording an actual video, because then it elongates the video. So instead of y'all seeing it right now in a square, I should have done it with the longer version because that'll look better. But honestly, who cares? I'm just gonna post it like this. I already made a hour long and 30-minute video, and I don't want to have to redo that shit again. I'm fucking tired of talking about this man. Like, even that got me tired. Like, so I don't know. Like, I am gonna make not my shorts. I am gonna make story times about him later on, but they're gonna be short. It's not gonna be as long because it's just details about stuff, like juicy stuff that's going on, that went on. Sorry. But yeah, so I don't know why I did that shit, but I guess. Okay, now bye guys, muchos besitos, hasta luego, officially now.